Okay, we're back. So, as I recall on that stroker bike we did, I made a push rod that was longer. And I also did some different stuff on the screws. So this is what they come with. Way too short. So these are all the different push rods that are available. I think there's only one other one that I don't have. So these are all the different ones we have here. So these are the different lengths here. So this is that one. I think this is the one that fits your bike. 10 and 3/8, 84. Fits 84. So you got an 83, which is totally different. Okay, so the longest one we got here is this one, and this one looks probably the same fitment. So this is for the, what, 91, or what is it? This is 84 to 06, it says. 84 to 86. So.
That inch you're looking for, it looks like it's kind of close. So.
Okay, there you go. It's pretty long, see? So that might be enough to compensate for the short-ass screw they gave you to go into that long. The street ever got buried in there all the way. So that might just work. It's close. Okay, the other option is we can run a different screw. Now, the seal, see, I don't know how you got a seal in there. You gotta have a seal in there. This will not work with a seal. There's no area for the seal to go on.
Yeah.
So I think that's bogus. Okay, this here is the adjuster out of a later bike. And see, it has a flat spot in it, so it won't work on a seal either. It won't keep the oil inside the tranny. So it doesn't work correctly. This is a BDL, which I think is what I used on the other bike. It has a couple O-rings in here that will seal inside the main shaft and push up against the push rod and be long enough for the screw right here to work. And you can see how it's about the same overall length we need, see? So I think this is the one I used last time. This one here I got from Midwest because I saw they were selling some screws. So I bought one of those, and it looks like it's the same thing except it doesn't have the O-rings in it. This one you got to buy as a whole kit with a nut and everything. This one you just got to buy just what's made. So this might be the answer. I don't think this is going to ever work because there's no place for the seal to be. So here you go.
All right.
Let's find out. I'm going to take this thing apart. Jeez, these are metric, aren't they? Yeah, that's right. So on his bike, like I said, I made a pusher. I bought drill rod, heat treated it, ground it to the radius I wanted, and I made the thing.
Nice.
Pain in the ass. A lot of work. But I got enough material I can make two more, I think. I had to buy a 3-foot length. It looks like these are only a foot long. Yeah, I should have more. Hopefully we can make it work with this other stuff. Now my panhead, I don't think I ever hooked it up yet. I'm not sure if it even works. I don't remember what I did on that bike. That would probably work because it's a 4-speed push rod you can use.
Where's this guy go?
Inside the now see that screw they got right there?
Yeah. That is not what they sent with it.
That looks just like...
Just like this guy.
Yeah, it looks just like what we need. What's the other one? It does not look like...
See, it does not look like that.
It does not look like this one here. See, that's the one right there. So that's the screw. See, that's the nut on it for the locking device? Yeah. So they're sending you bogus stuff. Okay. Now, see right here? Oil comes down the main shaft, gets into your clutch.
So that's where this goes? Oh, that guy?
That's where this goes. Usually you put 2 in there. In this case, you only got room for 1. See, this goes inside of there. Yep. And there's your push rod seal. That will separate the primary from the transmission.
Okay.
Like it's supposed to be. So if you run something like this here, obviously the oil is going to come right down that flat spot because it doesn't seal on it. That's why it doesn't work. And all your stock 5-speed adjusters have the flat spot in them. Everyone made. I have all of them. They don't work because they're made wrong. And I'm hoping that this one here will do what we need because it's round and it's long. It works with our seal, like it's supposed to. And we can use the existing push rod you already own, and it goes in. All we gotta do is make sure it fits in here. And it appears that it wants to go into there. It doesn't like going in there, but I don't care if it doesn't like going in there. I only care if it does go in there. So, where's the Allen head out? That's not it. It's this one. Nope. The hell is this? You got metric parts there too? Trying. Doesn't fit. We're missing one. We're missing the one we need. There it is. Now that is not fitting. So this does not like that. So let's see if we can make it go in. Is it just a minor inconvenience fit, or is it a no stinking way we're ever going to go and fit? We don't know. We know it goes that far. So maybe they just need to be acquainted with each other. There's some pretty serious acquainting going on. They really don't like each other. We'll see once you go in there once, it fits better, see. Then we get tight, see. So this is called burnishing. You're making the two surfaces like each other. The trick is you want to make it so it doesn't gall up. You just want them to work together, not stick together.
Right.
There's a fine line between moving metal around to match and sticking. You got tight right there. You get nervous when all of a sudden it locks up. That's not good. Alright. So they don't like each other at all, obviously. Okay. They're trying to go in though. But they don't like each other. Now if you put lapping compound in there, they'll be a lot more friendly with each other over time. But then I gotta clean that all up, and I don't want to deal with that right now. But how this is fitting, it might have to be the lapping compound trick. Okay, well that's all the farther we need to go because you gotta have a jam nut on there. So right now it's going far enough to work. It doesn't like it. But it goes. So it's going to take a lapping compound to get all these surfaces to be happier with each other. It really doesn't like it in there. Okay, let's try this. That goes in there. We know that's a lot longer if we need it. Okay, this goes in here. Hey, I got it right. Success! I did one. Already in there. Looks good already. Just use your screw over here. Your clutch lever.
Yep.
Oh, we're not hitting no bottom dot. When that starts to move, Good.
Right there.
This is going to work. Now we're on the bearing now. It's getting tight. We're running out of room. It's basically right on the ragged edge of being too short. Not sure how far out this is supposed to be. I think we're just squeezing it in, literally. The nut's going to be right on the edge. The nut's a little bit taller what the threads are right now. So you only got a few threads.
I think we should go the other way.
I'm not sure what the adjustment of this is supposed to be, but that's probably about how much release you got. So you hold the basket. See how it releases? Right there it grabs, right there. That's probably what release you need is right there. We got that much more to go. So I'm not sure how much this actually pulls. It probably doesn't go that far. It probably goes this way. So you probably one more turn out is about where it would be.
Back it out a teeny bit.
That gives you more holding power there. That's more comfortable. So I'm not sure what the adjustment actually is, but we're right at the limit without adjuster in that push rod. Now all these other push rods were, if you had another 1/8 of an inch on the push rod, it'd be nice. But these push rods are a lot longer than yours. Oop, there's a short one right down there. So this one here is the shortest one for 84, late 84. So this is the one right after your bike was made. So we were 10 and an 1/8, weren't we?
Yeah, 10 and 1/8, just slightly over, I think.
Quarter. This will give us what we need. So this will give us some adjustability because right now it probably work right now, but it is at the very
Right.
low. Now as the clutch wore, it would go in and get a little bit better for you.
Right.
But the problem is you don't want this nut to fall off either. And when you torque something down on an adjustment screw, and when it's hollowed out, you can pop it off.
Right.
You can break it. Because I've seen these nuts fall off the screw still inside of them before.
Really?
Yeah, because you tighten them, you fracture them, and then as you're driving, they fall off the rest of the way. Actually, you're tightening in here inside the hollow. This is not really tightened. See the depth of that?
Yeah.
So until you get down where my thumbnail is, down here, see right here you can torque full torque, you're not going to break that screw
Right.
off, but you come out here on this edge, you pull that edge right off.
Right.
And I've seen that done more than once. And that's because of stuff like this where it's too damn short. You know, it's the wrong mix of parts. So this is all stuff that, why would it sell you this and then give you this?
Yeah,
how's that going to work? It's not even.
That's got to be the wrong part. I'm
doesn't-
guessing that's what's supposed to be in there.
Yeah,
and
but that's not what
that
this
is wrong.
Right, but that's not what they send you.
That's just wild.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it's supposed to be. Problem is they don't send it to you. Okay, so this is this one. This is a lot bigger diameter too. See, those are the quarter. Excuse me, that's a 1/4 inch we need.
That can be a problem.
Still works in there. It's not the correct thing. It's going to have to fit itself in. It fits inside of there. There's our extra 1/4 inch. Two in a row, I get the same.
Batting 500 right now.
Yeah. So I'd like to make sure that fits the adjusters a little bit better, but it fits. So we can always grind it a little bit more like this, make it fit a little bit better maybe, but it will wear itself to what it wants to be at some point, and then you just adjust the clutch until it quits moving and it'll be fine.
Right.
You know, put a little bit of metal in there where you don't want it, but these things make metal anyway, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. Okay, so now bottomed out. There we go. Got free play right there. See, that's bottomed out on the throw-up mechanism. So I would guess you're somewhere about in here is where it's supposed to be. And look where our adjuster's at now. See, now it's
Yeah,
back
that's
down.
a lot better.
But at least you got an adjustment to be wherever you need to be to adjust
Right.
it correctly.
Right.
Because before you had no idea where this is supposed to be over here. So you have this area in here in your throw-up bearing, but I don't know where exactly we want to be. This way we bottom out right here. We only got that much pull. So maybe you need to go a 1/4 turn tighter on this here. Like that. And see, that took out. See, now you're in the area where it's not really working very well. See, we got a lot of release, but it doesn't go off that much. So there's no, it's rubbing, it's dragging right in this area. It's not working correctly right there. So I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be this far. See, now you got this much free play here where it's not really dragging super. See, that's free play there, and then right here it drags further. This is good area right here, so I think that's where it should be. And you still got plenty of release. So. So I'm thinking that's where it should be. So you're within a 1/4 of a turn of where it's probably going to wind up being right now.
Cool.
And it all works. But now we got the nuts up on top. You don't have to worry about that falling off. When you tighten this down, you're in a good part of the screw.
Right.
You're not in a hollowed out section. And it fits like it's supposed to. But it needs to have a long screw like that. And then obviously this push rod is too short now also. So we had to use the late 84 push rod, which you wouldn't think you'd have to use. This is 10 3/8. This one was 10, just over 10 1/8. So, you know, you're good 3/16 longer for sure. Now obviously you're going to have to re-lubricate that push rod in there. We're going to have to make sure those tips line up correctly. You know, but whatever we take off, it's going to move this back in, so it's kind of a toss. Do you leave it alone?
Way, yeah.
Do you leave it alone and let it wear itself in? Or do you go in there and shorten up now and then lose all your screw? So
Right.
it seems like it fits halfway decent, so I would say probably leave it the way it is.
Yeah, leave it alone. Probably
But
let it work itself
but
out.
you're going to have to lubricate the push rod because
Right.
there's lube in there, but it's
Right.
make sure it's lubed. So now we got tension on this here. Now these are supposed to go all the way down to the bottom out. These bottom out is what happens. That's why it's so tight. But now we got the clutch here. Now it's a lot stiffer to work now. Yeah. See, now I'm working.
Yeah.
See, I'm working now. It's pulling. It's releasing like it's supposed to. So there's your basic bolt-in Scorpion clutch. No
It bolts
problem.
right in, no problem.
Yeah, it just fits right in there. No problem at all. Works like a champ. As long as you have the late 84 push rod and the this is a mid-USA import adjuster screw. Now this is the BDL adjuster screw, which also works. It has two O-rings in there, which help seal more when they get inside the main shaft.
So would you not use this if you ran this?
I use everything.
You use everything?
Yeah, I think we had to take one of the O-rings off because of where this
Rub it
was,
on that, yeah.
but I don't remember. But this is a secondary seal further in. But in the real world, These can be a problem because if the lip here gets into where the groove is, it ain't going to work at all.
Right.
And this does go in and out, so it might tear up into
Yeah,
that.
it might eat it, right?
Yeah, so then you're working off just a little O-ring instead of an actual real seal. See, this is a real seal with a spring-loaded lip.
Right.
You want this to be working correctly. This is kind of like a secondary thing. So I like this screw a lot better. Obviously the threads suck going in that. They have to be...
And this is made to go in like this,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
it's
We want the oil
keep
to
it
stay
stay in the tranny, right?
Yeah. So this needs to be a lapping compound on here until it works nice and freely like it's supposed to make these two surfaces mate.
Yeah.
And so that needs to be cleaned up, and you take it out and put some lube on the screws. So this all needs to be worked on a bit more again. So it's not done,
Right.
but at least it works right now. And we'll pull it off, and the key is probably in there where it belongs. Like so, we can't Loctite in until you put it in the bike for real, because you have to be able to pull the primer on and off again.
Right.
So all of these things are all minor stuff that has to be dealt with. It just makes it a lot easier on the bench to do all this thing on the bike, but it's the same issue. All right, well there you go. Nice bolt-in. No problem. Not bad for, you know, $500-600 bucks. Whatever you get for these things. I forget how much these cost, but yeah, nice. But at least they do work good. They do work good. It's just a pain in the ass to put them in. There you go.